Hello, my name is Riaz Yusuf. I'm a Chief Information Officer. And today I want to share about a very important skill set that will make you grow in your career really fast as long as you hone into this skill set. And it is communications. We all know that the importance of communication. A lot of times we fail to pay attention to this very important skill set. It's called communication. And it doesn't matter what industry you are in or what role you're playing with your company. You could be a top-notch technical individual, or you could be a top-notch salesperson or business individual. As long as you have the communication skill, you can grow. If you do not have the right communication skills, you are not going to grow. That is a fact. When I say communication, I don't really mean using fancy words or using hard to understand vocabulary or trying to show yourself as have the best vocabulary in the room. That's not what I mean. Communication really means that understanding the recipient of your audience, basically understanding your audience and understanding the context and taking the time to tailor your message so that it reaches the message reaches the right audience the right way. What you're trying to say should be conveyed effectively. And that's really what communication is. And where needed, you should take the time to elaborate to say what you are trying to communicate. This is easier said than done. And I am constantly learning communication on a daily basis, a lot of times by making mistakes. I'll give you an example of a very recent experience I had. So I was trying to reply back to someone who is working for me. I just said them, I wanted to ask them, was the task hard for them? Is there any way I can make it improve? So all I said was in my brief email that I was trying to send from my phone, I said, was this task too hard for you? That's all I said, right? So when the individual received this message, they got offended. Of course they would, right? The message is brief. It's coming in an email there with no context, no elaboration. So what they understood naturally was me trying to criticize their inability. The time I'm trying to say that they're taking too much time. Why are you taking too much time? This should be an easy task for you. Is what really they received. So, which is why it is important for you to take the time to elaborate what we are trying to say. And it's more important in an email conversation or in a conversation where you don't have the other person sitting in the same room with you. If you're having a Zoom meeting with the other individual, they might have an opportunity to clarify things with you because you're going to have back and forth. If it's like a meeting format, otherwise, if it's an email, that's the riskier part, right? The individual is not seeing your body language. They are not seeing you face to face. So there are n number of possibilities for them to misunderstand what you are trying to communicate. So I am actually one of the individuals who take the time and pay attention to what I say because I never want to hurt anyone. So if this is happening to me, you can imagine how often this could happen for someone who is not taking the time to read and pay attention to what they are saying. Which is why I say it is important for you to elaborate the get-go, right? It doesn't matter how many times you try to elaborate after the fact, because once their feeling is hurt, it takes a lot of time to undo that hurting, right? So it's better for you to elaborate upfront what you're trying to communicate. Because in my case, I was trying to look for ways to make them more efficient, make them spend less time with their technical skills or technology challenges or whatnot. So I was trying to just offer help, but I came across as being offending, like trying to criticize because of the brief message that I was sending. In BlackBerry days, when BlackBerry was popular, I believe they add a note at the end of the email that says, "Excuse my brevity." That's really not an excuse. No matter what you try to say, I know it's hard to type from the phone and all that, but it doesn't really matter. The other individual who is receiving the communication, irrespective of your signature saying "excuse me, brevity," it's not going to be a substitute for you taking the time to explain what you're trying to say, which is why you should take the time to do it the right way. With AI available nowadays, even if you have one sentence and give the AI and context with another sentence, just two sentences, the AI should be able to produce maybe 10, 20 lines of communication for you. So it's not really an excuse nowadays. So all we have to do is take that extra few seconds to craft out the communication, at least using AI, and send it out so that you can communicate what you're trying to communicate clearly to the other individual. Now I'm curious, what kind of communication experience do you have? Do you have anything like I just shared? Please feel free to share your experiences and your feedback in the comment section right here. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thank you.